So today I'm going to be talking about incubation, and I'm going to be going over a few questions that have been asked to me recently. First, I want to apologize for not getting to everybody as quickly as I usually do. I've been a little busy, but yeah, so let's get started. I love this water bottle. I got it sent to me from Henny and Rue, and it's super easy to clean, holds a great amount of water, and I actually use it all the time. So the temperature that I'm currently using to incubate my eggs is 99.5 degrees. I typically try to keep the humidity around 40 degrees for the first 18 days. On lockdown, which would be from 18 to 20 to 23, depending on when your eggs actually hatch, you're going to want to increase your humidity to 60 to 65%. At that point, you shouldn't really have to do much, because during incubation you want to keep it kind of hands off as much as possible, and unless you have some very precarious situations, you shouldn't really have to do very much. One question is asked to me was about when I did a lower temperature incubation and how I felt about it. So my conclusion on that was that I did not love it. I went back to my regular 99.5 because the amount that I was losing didn't really benefit me for the amount of females I was getting, even though the majority of my hatchlings were females. But yeah, I can't have 20% hatches, so kind of had to take it back up to a proper temperature. So yeah. Second question that I did have as well, let me see, I'm trying to do it in order with incubation so that we can kind of stay on key here, is what incubator I recommend and why. So it's super important to have an incubator that regulates temperatures super consistently. You're growing this thing, and through the very quick cycle of it growing, it's doing an exponential amount of growing. So you just want to make sure that everything stays consistent so it can kind of do what it needs to do. A great incubator for that is Brinzy incubators. I've tried a few incubators. I'm not going to mention ones I don't really like. I'll keep it positive. But the one that I've noticed, or ones that I've noticed that hatch the most and have the best success, are the Brinzies. So I have the Ovation 36 egg, I think it is, and then I also have the larger 56 egg, and I love them both. They both hatch super well. I have one that has humidity control, and I have one that's an eco, which is just a standard without the humidity control, and I still like them both. I just have a method that I hatch in my one that doesn't control humidity that's super easy to just do, which is just put water in the chambers on lockdown, and then it takes it up to 65 degrees percent. Sorry, it's my first video. Okay, next. So the next thing that I think is pretty important is that things are going to come up, they're going to make you go, oh my goodness, I need to open this incubator. Unless you absolutely have to, do not open your incubator. It lets out all of your humidity, and it's just frankly not a good idea. You don't need to be in there. No, stay out of your incubator. Unless you have a situation, then I'm sure in the very near future, I will be making videos on specific situations.